Hello everyone. Good evening, Starshines. Just waiting for the ads to be over here. Waiting for some people to come in. Hello, hello. Thank you everybody for grabbing your coffee. Hey Cryptic, welcome in. Toot, of course, hello. Hi Charles. And hey Mike. Oh, and JPS is gonna hang out too. Awesome. Cool. So Twitch is being twitchy about the ads, of course. That's okay. That's okay. Welcome in. We are, in fact, doing a joint stitch with me with Moon. So you guys will be able to see my screen. And you will also be able to, where was I trying to say? You'll be able to see my screen. If you want to watch Moon Stitch, you will have to have Moonstream open as well, but you should be seeing both of the chats right now. So let me know how that goes. Hello, Maya. Thank you for joining us. Enjoy your ADHD special there. Mike says Moon has ads right now. I also have ads right now, so we're just going to hang out for a little bit, but we're very, very excited tonight to be with all of you. It's going to be fun. We used to do these, I mean, we've only done them a couple of times, but back when Moon was just a gaming stream, both chats on my screen. No, both chats on your screen if you're watching on Twitch. I don't have chat on my screen. I haven't had chat on my screen in a while. Also, hi Gwen. Hi Moon. All right. Yeah, I haven't had chat on my screen in a while. My meds wore off about half an hour ago, so this is going to be an interesting stream. An interesting stream. You guys have gotten to know medicated DH, as I have ADHD. And then I have ADHD and I take Vyvanse in the morning. And ADHD meds, if you don't know, they have a very specific starting point and a specific ending point. They don't kind of like taper on and taper off like other meds do over the course of several days. Like they're either working or they're not. And mine stopped working about half an hour ago. So I'm all over the place, but I'm so excited to talk to you guys. Okay, so ads should be over in just a second. So I'm going to put us on the main screen here. Hello. See, look, there's no chat over here. It hasn't been for a while. But if you're watching this on Twitch, you should be able to see messages from both chats going by on your sidebar. Yep. I think that's the way it's working. No chat and not cat. Charles asks, will you be able to hear us both? Yes. So I'm just going to quickly take a peek. Definitely not seeing Moon's chat on this screen. Hello. Settings. Hold on a second. hang on. Okay, it looks like Moon needs to turn on the shared chat function, so I will just give her a little poke. This is the first time we're using the stream together function, because the last couple of times we've done this, Twitch didn't have the stream together function, so we were kind of like making it up as we went along. But yeah, back when Moon was primarily a gaming channel, the cross-stitching streams were the only way that we got her to cross-stitch on stream. Just going over and checking. Una is confused. It's so early for treats, I see. I know. So, Moonifer usually streams at 8, and I usually stream in the morning, so we kind of split the difference a little bit. But yeah, like, I used to stream in the evenings, but I would have to cancel stream a whole lot because I wouldn't be feeling up to it by the time the shared chat started. There we go. Hello, shared chat. Welcome in, Lady Argyle. Hello, Luna. Hi, Captain Whiff. Hello, Moon.
Good morning, starshine. The earth says hello.
Thank you so much for the follow, Captain Whiff. If you guys
Good
don't...
morning, starshine.
Thank you for the follow, Luna.
The earth says hello.
Toot, can you do a shout out for Whiff, please?
Good morning, starshine.
Thank you for all the follows, guys.
The earth says hello. All right. Okay, so yeah, I'm just seeing where Moon's at. Moon's probably feeding Una some treats. As you know, I often have cats. I don't know where any of my cats are.
Thank you,
Thank you for the hydrate, Toot. Early's been sleeping in my closet all day, but she's no longer there. So I don't know where any of my children have gone. Pow is on screen. Springtrap's on screen. Hey, Fury. Hey, Puffles. Give me 1 sec, guys. Okay. I had to fix a thing with the alerts, so the sound might be a little bit weird. Anyways, hi. I've never done join chat before because, like I said, it wasn't a thing. So I'm just trying to catch up. Oh, look, it tells me which chat you guys are in. Hello, hello. Well, thank you so much for the coworker appreciation. Hey, Hex. I hope you're also having a good Sunday. Take easy, very important. Take easy, very, very important. Seriously, where are all of my cats? Anyways, hi. So tonight, when Moon joins us, we are going to be doing a little start along. It's not a stitch along. It's not, there's no end date. You don't have to be finished by any certain time. But when we first started talking about doing another one of these joint streams, we thought that it would be fun to start a mill hill together. So we went through like several iterations of theme ideas. And it was like, should we do like a mill hill along, which seemed very specific. A new kid along, which also seemed a little bit specific. So we decided on the theme being the Cozy Autumn Moon start along. So if you guys want to get cozy, get comfy, grab a cup of tea, grab a decaf coffee, something like that, and start a autumn themed small with us. Doesn't have to be huge, doesn't have to be super tiny, little ornament, anything like that. We're going to be starting. All right, so JPS says they're going to start a drawing. Awesome.
GPS says they're going to start a drawing. Ooh. And Cheryl has their mill hill already. Nice.
Hello, hello.
Hello, DH.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Thank you so much for coming in. Oh, we've got so many new friends tonight. I mean, I stole some of your friends, but also new friends.
Okay.
Yay.
I also stole some of your friends.
They're shared friends. We have many friends in
Well,
common.
our friends. Bugs Bunny.
Our friends.
Emotes. Yes, exactly.
Thank you for the follow, Cal Pal. Enjoy your coffee. And hello, JPS behind the scenes. So I was just letting my chat know about the Cozy Autumn Moon
yes.
start along.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm starting a mill hill, and I believe
Yes.
you're also starting a mill hill.
Absolutely. I'll show you guys real quick. This is the mill hill I'm starting tonight. It's the Moonstruck Manor. I had that one in Jack-o'-lantern Cemetery one, but you know, this one felt very perfectly themed for fall and for Moonstream.
Yes, very much so.
Thank you for the lurk, Chris. Yes. What were you gonna say?
I was just pulling up your stream so I could see what you were talking about. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So I am I'm starting the, so this is autumn themed because it says autumn right on the package. This is the Autumn Harvest collection, glow in the dark UFO ornament.
Perfect.
So I think
We
your
love
Autumn Harvest
Halloween
is from
alien.
last year and mine is from this year.
Yeah,
Like,
I
'cause
don't.
they do a collection every year.
This one, it says 2019, so I think it's an older one. But they do indeed make one every year.
Yeah.
Like
they
it
do.
says copyright 2019, so I don't know if that's the case, but
Who knows?
Yeah.
So I was gonna do a thing where I was like, let me. I was gonna do a thing where I was going to be, like, oh, I didn't get mine ready. Let me just really quickly get mine together, and then I was going to switch over to a video that was like fast forwarded of me getting my kit together. And then I decided I didn't really feel like doing that. So you guys can pretend I did that. It was really funny. But honestly, it only took me like maybe 10 minutes to get my kit together. If that.
Yeah. People that saw me kit my nutty squirrels on stream, and that took like half the stream. That really wasn't the case for this one because there's so much less floss and so a little less colors.
Yeah, because the nutty squirrels was one of their 5x5s.
Yeah,
because Mill Hill has two types of kits. They have a 5" by 5", basically full coverage piece, and then there's the smaller ornament kits, which are these ones. Oh, you're putting down stickers. Nice.
Yes, I am going to put down a sticker for Beyonce.
Aww.
So, guys, I have my book of support, so anyone that contributes to the stream, similar to DH's,
yes,
can, have a sticker in my book. And I picked this little Scottish fold one for Beyonce. I'm debating on where to put it. It's here.
Cute. This is my book. If you would like to be in my little book of, I don't know what I'm going to call it. It's not the book of support because it's more of like a scrapbook of how we did for the month in the shop as well, and the Patreon. So if you want a sticker in the book, it's subs, bits, or raids. And yeah, you'll get a little sticker. Mine is alien themed, so it's very appropriate for this evening.
Absolutely. Yeah, mine is cat themed because it's the first time I'm doing it, and I love cats. I actually had this like little booklet of cat stickers on my desk for like a month, so I was like very inspired by it.
I have a few stickers like around. And I'm like, oh, I hope I don't run out of themes. And then I was unpacking and moving boxes, and I like lifted a box, and the box underneath it was just labeled stickers, and I was like, yes,
yes, you have found the stash. Stash is the word I was looking for.
Yeah. Lady Argyle is working on the Dimensions Gold Windswept Santa ornament number 6. Those are fancy.
Thank you so much for the race of Beyonce. Here's your little kitty Scottish fold. And now we're back. Thank you so much.
All right, Cryptic. Have good BRB. Oh no, Luna!
Yes. Yeah,
Luna can't start their owlet.
Oh, it sucks so bad when something you get like is damaged out of the box.
Yeah. Was that I don't know if Luna said if it was cross stitch or
yeah, they showed it in the server earlier. It's their a new cross stitch kit that their mom got them.
Oh, cute. Yeah. So yeah, so we both got these little kits.
Yes.
I'm not showing you the pattern because copyright.
Yep.
But it comes with the perforated paper, beads, needles, a little magnet so you can make it into an ornament, into a magnet, and then all the floss, which actually just comes kind of loose in like a twist like that. So I actually went through and I sorted it out and labeled it according. So they have both the floss color by like the name, like purple or gray, but then they also have the DMC number, the equivalent DMC number. So that's how I labeled mine. Just because that's how my brain works.
Yeah, I did something similar where like my floss card, I don't have a punch hole, so hole punch, whatever, the thing that you use to perforate paper, I don't have that at home. So I couldn't do like DH, but DH recommended that I could do like some little slits. So the number is written behind the floss for me because I just was running out of room a bit. But I did the same thing. I wrote down the DMC number, and I also added just a little symbol next to it for reference, even though I likely will just look at the pattern for that. But also, Fury has used the question of the day command, and I think that's a question that everybody in all chats will like to answer. So, are you starting a project with us tonight? And if so, what is it? And if not, what are you up to?
I like that question. I'm starting a project.
Are you now?
What about you, Moon?
I am also starting a project.
Dun,
We're
dun,
gonna
dun.
have a little lantern.
I am currently trying to find a straight edge because I don't have a ruler or anything at my desk right now. Like I have my like ruler tape, but I need a straight edge.
Yeah, I have the same issue at the moment, and I'm trying to figure out which side is the right side for the perforated paper.
There's two different. Oh, yours is this almost the same color. So mine actually says that it's midnight blue perforated paper, so I'm pretty sure this is the right side. The blue is the right side, and then the tan is the wrong side.
Yeah, that makes sense. Mine is tan on both sides.
Oh no.
Yeah. And it just says on the wrong side of the paper, draw diagonals. And it's like, yes, but
if anybody in chat knows how to tell the right side and the wrong side of the mill hills, please chime in.
Yeah, I'm assuming this would be the right side because it feels like, I don't know how to explain, but like the holes were like pressed down like this, because on the other side you can kind of feel the ridges.
Okay.
Whereas this side is smooth.
Yeah, Cheryl says when I looked it up, it said the smooth side was the right side.
Thank you, Cheryl.
Perfect.
That makes sense.
Mike says my card is like what I made up for the kids at the coffee shop. Exactly. I almost used one of my business cards, but then I just went for a piece of cardstock folded over. Toot starting clue 7 of the Sal. Yay!
Fiance is finishing up their hair and working on Sewing Witch.
Nice.
Charlotte is starting the Mill Hill kit. Can you ride? Gwen is continuing Tiny Witch, but starting on the witch themselves.
Oh yeah, Gwen, I saw that you finished Monkey. That was so cute.
Mike is starting a mini sampler series, Autumn issue of Just Cross Stitch magazine.
I love that that sampler series. So cute.
JPS is drawing a skateboarding skeleton. That's very cute. And Kaya says they're not starting anything new, but they're working on their post-virus shawl. Very good. And Anna is working on a knitting project vest.
Yeah, hi Anna. It's been a long time no see.
Welcome in.
Welcome in.
I flaunted our Sal to Anna this week.
You tempted her in. So what I just did, if you can't really see because it's not super showing, it kind of shows up more when I tilt it. To find the middle of a Mill Hill ornament, you take a ruler or a straight edge, and then you just put it from diagonal to diagonal, trace a line, diagonal to diagonal, trace a line, and then where they intersect is the center. Welcome back, Cryptic. Because like usually with cross stitch you'd fold the fabric until you found the center, but you can't really fold perforated paper.
Yeah,
I mean you can, but yeah, without damaging it, exactly. So I found the center. I have my needle. I'm using the needle that came with the kit, and my kit calls for. So we're both doing paper patterns, so there's going to be a lot of squinting.
Absolutely.
Oh, right. I'm trying not to show you guys the paper pattern. And my kit calls for all 3 strands over 1.
Yeah, I still don't know how I feel about like the 3 strands.
3 strands? You're not sure?
No, I'm not. I'm scared of it.
Oh,
it's
don't
different.
Be scared.
We all know how I feel about different things. Things being different. But yeah, like I've never done 3 strands over 1, except that one time when I was starting cross stitching and I did 4. Well, technically it's still true that I never did 3, because when I started cross stitching, I accidentally did 4 over 1.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm worried it's going to be too thick.
I did 3 for my I did a little like vampire kitty Mill Hill, and the 3 gave me good coverage. Like I liked it. It wasn't too puffy, but it wasn't too sparse. Mike
Yeah,
says,
Mike,
is it
it
14
does say
count?
that.
Yes.
Yeah, it does say that it's 14. It does say that it's 14 count.
Yeah.
And I did use 2 strands on my squirrels. Like they just said 3 or 2. So I picked what I was comfortable with, but this one they really say like 3.
Yeah.
So
The only thing with 3 is that you can't easily do a loop start.
that's what I'm thinking as well.
I don't
Like, that's rude.
but I'm like I'm comfortable with a buried start because that's what I used for so long. So
Yeah.
I just managed to find both ends of the same thread. Okay.
Mike is using my own quote against me, saying that I should trust the process.
Trust the process. I mean,
Yeah.
it worked for Umbreon.
It did, which, oh my gosh, you guys, we have a finish actually.
Yeah, show the finish.
I finished Umbreon like right before stream. The backstitch, that is, because the cross stitches have been finished for a few days now, but I finally finished the backstitching. I'm going to go in and add 2 little stitches here because I had to kind of work on recharting the legs there because there was a fudge up in the pattern. So I did remove some stitching, and when I did the back stitching I realized that like I removed a bit too much, which is better than having put too much. So
yeah,
I'm fine with that. We'll just go back in and fix it quickly. But I'm really happy with the result.
Yeah, it looks so good, so sharp.
Thank you, Gwen. Ooh, you got new stuff for your bookmark, Luna? Let's go.
Yay!
All right. So I need to find the center in the chart.
The center is marked. However, the center stitch on mine is an empty stitch, so I need to count up.
Yeah, mine isn't, like, the arrows are there, but the like center stitch is not marked for me.
Yeah. Follow the dancing ball. No, you have to follow the arrows. And then
yeah,
the other
no
thing,
center stitch, just a center line.
yeah. And then the thing about the perforated paper is that you're not really counting. Like it's not as bad as the waste canvas for throwing you off what you're supposed to count. Like it, as put from in terms of squares versus holes.
Yeah.
But it is still like it is an adjustment.
Absolutely. I found that like stitching on it when I was first starting squirrels, it's like your eyes have to adjust because it feels like you're really counting the holes instead of the squares, if that makes sense.
Oh, absolutely. I find the same thing when I'm working on the waste canvas for my hoodie. Because the holes are larger than the squares in like relative proportion. So you're naturally trying to count the largest thing. Hey Kat, welcome in.
Welcome in, Kat. Fury is not starting any projects, just here vibing to the cozy stream. Hell yeah.
All right.
We love when you guys can vibe.
Yeah. Pow came up to the camera.
Another clown. Ooh.
Nice.
Cutie Pow. So I would be starting with a dark gray. Or medium.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out where to put my pattern where it's not going to be shown off on screen.
It's hard because like it's small.
Yeah.
And I don't want to have it too far, but if I have it like far enough, it's a bit difficult to say.
Yeah. All right, I have it tucked behind my keyboard. I think that should be fine. I also have a couple of needle minders on my desk that I'm not actually using, but when you stitch on the perforated paper, do you find yourself holding it like as if you're trying to hold it taut?
Yes. It's like I'm holding it like as if I was like trying to I don't know, tends the fabric if I was stitching in hand, but
Cal just
I
redeemed
like
a
the-
hydrate, so you also have to
Oh,
hydrate.
yes, absolutely. Hydrating.
But yeah, I always hold it like you guys can see I've got 2 fingers on either side. I'm holding it like I'm like trying to hold it stiff and even. And I don't need to do that. It's perforated paper. It stands up on its own.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
But
did the
it's
same, and
just-
like it ended up making my perforated paper on the squirrels kind of soft at the end.
Yeah. It also makes my hand cramp, so I really need to like
Yeah.
work on not doing that.
Yeah, it definitely made my hand feel not as nice.
Yeah.
Like almost as if I was holding a Q snap in terms of like there.
Yeah.
Okay. So I have gotten three strands of cloth.
Okay.
Maybe I shouldn't have started with this color though, because there's just like how do I do that?
What are you thinking?
Because there's no rows. It's like diagonal stitches, like where they're a bit like scattered. So I'm
Okay.
wondering how I can bury if it's not.
So
But I can
it
probably
is going to be
count.
like mostly full coverage in the middle, right?
Yeah.
So as long as right now it's caught under maybe 1 or 2
One.
stitches,
Hmm.
the rest of the tail will be stitched over as you continue to stitch.
That's true.
So I don't on stuff that's going to be more or less full coverage or full-ish coverage in that area. I don't usually worry too much about completely burying my tail.
Mhm.
Because it'll just kind of naturally get buried as I stitch the rest of it.
That makes sense. Thank you for the hydrate cryptic fury. I read cryptic because Maya was said hi cryptic.
Okay, we got another hydrate from Fury.
Absolutely.
Hey, Hellcat. Very low social battery from a long day of work. Wee one's getting a cold. Oh, well. Enjoy your lurk. Get some rest. Take easy.
Absolutely. You take care, Hellcat.
Hellcat's
So-
autumn-themed project is a
Resting.
long fall nap.
I am going to do an attempt.
Lady A says it's hard to comment while working on cross stitch. Charles always found the same thing. Maybe I just have like more practice at it because stitching while watching Twitch streams it's what I do. No, but I usually have a Twitch stream up and going.
Yeah. Usually, like, I feel a bit bad saying this because, as a streamer myself, obviously, like, I do enjoy people chatting. Obviously, I love my lurkers as well, but I am 90% of the time a lurker in other people's streams.
Me too. It's so funny because Toot will talk for the both of us. So like I feel
Love
like
that.
and it's not true, but I always have this feeling like if Toot's talking in the stream, I don't have to because people know that I'm there, which is not the case. Like I really should try and be more active, but it's just funny.
I made a mistake.
Oh no.
No, it's okay. It's just a little knot. Okay.
No, Mike, I
am-
actually do have a tail. I am currently working on burying it in my substrate. Because it gets in the way.
All right. I have the tail tucked.
Distracted you. Toot says get my
Yes.
own personality. No, I want yours.
All right. Okay, it's true.
Our
coverage
personality.
Yes. The coverage is actually really good with 3 strands.
Yeah, so almost like you should have trusted the process.
Exactly, that's what I did. Why can I not get my diagonals proper? Hello? I like, it's the second time in like a minute that I just somehow stitch vertically.
Oh. I find that with perforated paper and with the... There's a lot of similarities with the waste canvas. I tend to do that too because, like, our muscle memory is just different for working on Ada.
Banning myself, BRB. No, Toot.
Come back.
Meh. We need you in your walls, in our walls.
And yeah, Toot has a cross stitch arm, which definitely does help. I have a clamp arm somewhere that I'm not using for stream stuff. I might try setting it up again now that I kind of know what my desk situation is like. Because I found my hand getting shaky holding my Nurge the other day.
Yeah.
Like, even though it's light, it's still, you know, holding something in the same position.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad we could be good company, Luna.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was gonna say the same.
Yeah. And Cheryl finished their first strand. Let's go.
Yay. I'm currently working on like the little roof edge of the manor. That's what the medium gray is for. So we're gonna have a little triangle shape.
The little eaves.
Yeah.
I am working on the...
heavier than... Sorry, go ahead.
I'm working on the like tractor beam abduction lights.
Yes. The Nurge is heavier than the bright colored hoops, for sure. Yeah.
I like the Nurge though because it's square. And cross stitches square.
Yes. I really like the same thing for it.
I am using I started a new project this morning and I am using my small grippy hoop, the round hoop for it.
Mm-hmm. I was using the small orange grapey hoop for Umbreon. And earlier we were kidding Commander's project because he's going to be starting something when he gets home as well.
Oh, nice.
And I was like, wait, we're out of hoops. We're out of the good hoops because Tiny Witch is in the other hoop.
Yeah.
And then Umbreon. And I was like, don't worry, I'll finish Umbreon and I'll give you the hoop.
Aw. I can send you the Amazon link for the good hoops. They were not expensive.
It's so ironic that, like, you know, they're off-brand cheap hoops, but somehow they keep tension so much better than a lot of the stuff.
I don't know how I managed to find magic hoops. Oh god, now I have to count. 1, 2,
4.
Now my needle goes in here.
I have to count as well.
7.
I already did it.
Hey, Callie. Welcome in. One says teamwork.
Thank you for the hydrate, Toot. Toot, Lady K. Oh, I cannot tonight. My god.
I know the joint chat is
There's
definitely
a lot
throwing
happening
me off
on
as
screen,
well.
guys.
I know. Okay, I literally just had my project that's in the hoop that I was going to show you guys. What did I do with it? Oh, here it is. It's under my book.
The magic hoop spine DH. Exactly, Fury. DH is just a magical cross-stitch creature, so like all of the good cross-stitch stuff gets to them.
I know. So this is one of the magic hoops that we're talking about. It's like $15 for a 5-pack on Amazon. But of course it's like 5 different sizes, so I have, and I only use like 2 of the sizes, so I have some just massive hoops that I'm never going to use. However, they've got like a little ridge on the inside, so the inner hoop clicks into the outer hoop, and it holds the tension so good.
Yep.
And they're like really super lightweight, so I gave 2 of them to Moon to try out.
They gave me the good size as well.
Yeah.
Can you believe it?
Thank you for the hydrate, Toot.
Lady K is bouncing between so I can pester in both chats. We actually have shared chats tonight, so you can type anywhere you want and we'll both see it.
Cryptogas, who's the creepy guy in my alerts? I don't know, some dude. Anyway, this is my new project that I started this morning. It's going to be Star Wars themed, but right now it looks like colored lines.
Yes. At first, when you showed it to me, I was like, I believe this is Star Wars themed, but I'm not gonna say is this Star Wars theme in case I make a fool of myself. So I'm glad you confirmed it before I made a fool of myself.
Mike asked if my preferred paper is a different color than Moon's. Yes, so mine is like a dark navy blue. And I believe Moon's is like a tan.
Yeah.
Cryptic was gonna guess R2D2. It's actually not R2D2. It's a series of minimalist landscapes which look very neat. I'll probably be working on it on a future stream and I can show you guys all the pictures, but they're 30 by 30 circles, and they're just 30 by 30 circles, and they're just very, very simple shapes, simple color blocks, but very effective in, like, you know exactly what they are when you see the picture.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for the posture check, Lady K.
I refuse to unshrimp.
I have to frog everything.
Oh no! What did you do? What happened?
Basically there's like a little 4 stitches, and then you have to move up to do the I don't know, bigger part of the roof.
Mm-hmm.
And I just didn't move
possible?
up. I just because the like little 4 pieces is the same shape as the 4 pieces right above it. So my brain, it's okay though. It's not too much frogging.
Lady K wished to know a weird fact. So let's do a weird fact about...
Oh, yes.
Let's do a weird fact about cryptids. Yes, I know facts about cryptids. So cryptids are... Like, the definition of a cryptid is basically... It's slightly different than a mythological creature. And there is a whole field of study around it called cryptozoology. So, but there was one cryptid that was classed as a cryptid for a really, really long time, and that's the coelacanth, which was a prehistoric bony fish. Huge, massive bony fish. And there were tales and legends of people in the Pacific, I believe, encountering coelacanths, or like what they described as, you know, massive bony fishes, for centuries, and everyone was like, oh, it's a cryptid, it's a mythological creature. And then scientists caught one. So the coelacanth was proven to be an actual living real thing and not just a cryptid. So of course the cryptid community is like, see, we told you, they're real. We just need to find enough proof.
Mm-hmm.
So the coelacanth is the only like proven cryptid.
Proven cryptid. Nice.
But it gives us hope. Also, if you wish to look up coelacanth, it's C-O-E-L. It doesn't look like it's pronounced coelacanth. It's a very different spelling. Toot asks, who is your favorite cryptid, chat? It's Toot.
I was gonna say it's Toot as well, so I was right.
Toot is also my favorite cryptid. Toot is everyone's favorite cryptid. I do need to to unshrimp. I have the worst posture right now. I've got like, you know, the 45-degree gamer lean.
Yes.
I'm like almost at a 90-degree. I'm like at a, let's say, 70-degree gamer lean.
70-degree cross stitch lean.
Cryptix is Bigfoot, but also it's Toot. And Charles says, except Toots, who loves Mothman.
True. Toot should also be their favorite cryptid, though.
Yeah.
Be the favorite cryptid you want to be in the world, kind of thing.
Hey, Commander. Good to see you.
Welcome in, Commander.
Toot says, I've got that 70-degree Granthe lean. Yeah, that's my I'm gonna fold it so you guys can't see the whole that's my pattern is this big and not in color, and it's the sun has set and my pattern's all the way over here lean. That's what's going on right now.
That is a long descriptor for a lean.
I know, but it's
accurate.
accurate.
What would the acronym be? Mm-hmm.
It's an accurate descriptor. You guys see that? No. Okay, cool.
Sunset by 8 feels really weird. Yeah. I was kind of worried earlier because I have like a door with frosted glass like behind me, and when the sun hits it while it sets, it gives a lot of light on my setup and stuff. So it's really actually not nice being at my setup when the sun is setting. So I was kind of worried that like it would be setting while what am I doing?
That's okay.
What is the usual? Everything is breaking. This is breaking me.
I know, right? Everything is hanging out with me is just getting blinded by technology apparently, so it's become a running gag that I use light mode for everything, and it sears people's eyes when I send them screenshots from my devices.
That is also true. No, I just like looked at my what I cross-stitched. For some fucking reason, I cross-stitched my crosses in the wrong direction. Like the only cross that had the right direction was my first one. And like I had the biggest like brain fart looking at my crosses, like what way do I even do my crosses usually? Oh my god.
I think both of our I was telling Chad that my meds wore off about half an hour ago.
Oh, yeah.
I think that could be it.
Me too.
Yeah.
For sure. Like I don't know like if it does that for you too, but basically when my meds wear off, it's not even that just like my brain goes back to its normal state. It's like I actually feel the fall off. Like I actually feel like it's like worse than just my normal brain.
Yeah. It's like
lagging.
I don't know if you ever watched the Flintstones as a kid, but
no, I never did.
So at the beginning of every Flintstones episode, like the theme song or whatever, Fred would clock out of the quarry, and there would be like the bird goes off, and it's like quitting time, Kerchunk. That's what my brain does. Like a little bird screams, and my brain just like punches the time clock, and it's done.
That sounds about right. Yeah, mine is just like it feels like mush. Like it's not like a few hours after my meds wear off feels better than right when they're wearing off, if that makes sense.
Oh no, chat's saying nice things about me.
Yes,
we sent I made up a couple of kits for Cryptic and Hailcat. They picked out patterns from my shop, and I I did up little kits for them, but of course, customs is taking forever. But we also sent some Coffin Creek, so this, of course, we did.
Of course. Coffee. Needed. Okay. Maybe I will get started on the thing tonight, guys. Maybe.
You got this, Moon. I believe in you.
Thank you. I'm glad someone believes.
Luna got confused for Mothman as a fallen angel. I can see that. And Commander asked Cryptic if they cross stitch, which yes, I sent them kits, so hopefully soon. And I have a video on my channel about how to get started with a cross stitch kit, so I hope that'll be helpful. But also, I'm here, so if you need help. Oh, thank you for the hydrate, Mama Chaos. Welcome in. Welcome in.
Thank you for the hydrate. Charles is scanned their paper pattern and is using PK. Very smart, Charles.
Yes. Very, very smart. I might do that too, except I don't have a scanner anymore. I think literally the only thing I would use the scanner for these days is scanning in patterns. And Olga is, Mike is with the paper pattern, take a photo of it with your phone and view it on your computer screen. That's probably what I'm going to end up doing.
Oh, that is actually so smart.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
Then you can like zoom in and you can tick stuff off that way.
Wow. Actually amazing advice.
JPS asks if I also slide down a Brontosaurus. Yes, I absolutely do. I slide down a Brontosaurus. Well, my brain does, at least, to as soon as it punches out.
Okay, I think I've got it now. My first cross is in the right direction. My tail is tucked behind at least one stitch. I am aware that I need to move upwards after I'm done with these 4 stitches.
Okay.
I think I'll be able to progress now.
Onwards and upwards. And twirling, ever twirling. Hey.
GPS quietly. Yabba dabba doo.
Yabba dabba doo. I hope you're having a good evening, Mama Chaos. Thanks for joining us.
Gwen says, if you guys have Google Drive on your phone, you can upload it into the app, and there's an option. You can go into the app, and there's an option to scan using your camera, and it turns it into a PDF. Huh. I wonder if those probably not. I was gonna say, I wonder if those PDFs would be PK friendly.
It depends on how even you can get it.
Like, yeah, and I was gonna say probably not, because it probably would be like an image PDF.
Yeah, I mean, it would be an image PDF even if you scanned it.
Oh, that's true.
But you just have to like make sure that the lines are as straight as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. It's been a crazy couple
Mama Chaos.
Of days.
It's been a day, a week, a day.
Okay, I need to count. Ooh. So the 4 little stitches here are essentially what is going to be the top of the windowsill.
Okay.
I have 4 stitches done. Let's go.
I've been invaded.
Yes. Hello, Toot.
Oh, it's not Toot. It's Gigi.
Oh. I heard Toot speak at first.
Well, Toot's also here, but Gigi is the one who invaded me. Stuck his tail up my nose.
It's just Gigi, not Toot. Good job, Moon. Thank you, Gwen. GG Moon. GG.
GG's everybody. Hi. Okay, just knock my stuff over. It's fine. Dog Day doesn't need anything. Okay. Here, Gigi. Some pets from Kali.
Kitty chaos.
Yeah. Some pets from Kali. Oh, okay. More pets. More pets. Well, I think I was telling you, but this morning... So usually Gigi and Early sleep in the bed with us. And Gigi sleeps with Toot and Early sleeps with me. This morning, Bella comes into the room and climbs up to my pillow and curls up on my pillow like above my head, which was like cute but Hi, Gigi. Which was cute but unexpected. And then Binks comes out of nowhere and curls up on my hip, and I'm like, guys, you aren't the usual bed cuddlers.
What happened? What is going on?
I don't know. The world turned upside down. Also, I'm not allowed to do any more stitching. Gigi has settled on top of my stitching and my floss and my beads and my... Well, not my pattern.
Everything.
Yeah.
It's his now.
Yeah. He's also blowing out my camera, so enjoy that. Yeah.
Just being a himbo. Being happy.
He's purring so loud. Let's see if I can get this on mic.
Good morning, starshine. The earth says hello.
I have no idea if you could hear that purring. Alright, go with your mama. Go with your mama.
Boys, come on. Nope.
I don't know if Toot realizes Mike's picking them up. Not on my stream, but on Moon's stream, I'm sure.
It's an exclusive cryptid sighting.
I know, right?
On my stream.
Hey, Cassie. Welcome in, welcome in. Okay, Gigi, I would really like to stitch. He is fully 100%
loafing on your stuff.
Yeah. Let's just lift this paw. Oh, okay, now we're offended. Mike says, is that Toot's voice? Wow, yes, that was Toot's voice. Toot actually exists.
Not a figment of BH's imagination, imagine.
No. Hi, Gigi. Hi, lovey love bean. No, you can't chew on the perforated paper. So Toot, I have my OBS filters on that cut out your voice. However, those same filters are not on the Discord call with Moon. So anyone who was watching Moon's stream heard you, and anyone who was watching my stream did not hear you. That is my kitty voice, not my normal voice. Yeah, that was their talking to the cat's voice. Gigi, are you the streamer now?
No, you're fine. It was a very adorable interaction with Gigi.
Alright, okay. Kisses.
I think all kitty owners baby talk their babies.
No, Gigi.
Like Fury and Luna say.
Yup. No, Gigi. He tried to chew on the perforated paper, and then he tried to chew on my pencil.
He's being a menace.
He is being a menace.
Gigi is bad as Blaze, always up in everything I'm doing. No string, just Gigi.
Only
Should
Gigi.
we go on a quick break so that you can sort out Gigi?
Yes, yeah, because I'm about to have ads start, so I'll
too.
start my ad.
All right.
All right.
Shall be
Okay.
right back.
Yeah, I'm gonna mute and deafen. We'll be back in a second.
Exactly same.
All right, guys. So we are gonna take a quick break over here. If you're watching here on Twitch, you're gonna see 3 minutes of ads. I'm not gonna do no talking or nothing. If you're watching on YouTube, just enjoy the vibes. All right, we will see you guys in 3 minutes. All right, I am back. And as you can see, Gigi has gone back to Cryptic's walls to continue instructing Blaze in the ways of being a menace. I'm pretty sure Gigi learned it from Banjo and is now passing this knowledge on. Wallcat to Wallcat.
Carrie did a bit of chaos. Hello, welcome back.
Thank you. Gigi has gone to cause chaos in someone else's walls.
Yes, of course. So, you know what I realized? The reason, like, why I was so bamboozled and everything is because I have to, every time I'm looking at the pattern.
Mhm.
So we know I have no RAM. I have no
Yep.
working memory. But every time I look at the pattern, I have to like refine my spot and then like
Mhm.
transpose it onto the perforated paper, right?
Mhm.
And I don't have the highlighting that I usually have as a guide in Pattern Keeper.
Yep.
And I had the idea, maybe I highlight first instead of when I'm done with the stitches. So I know where I'm going. So it's gonna be like the Pattern Keeper highlighting.
Yeah,
Um,
that's
Instead of-
actually a good plan for people with low RAM.
I'm an old PC from the 90s. I don't have a lot of RAM. My RAM is calculated in megabytes.
You have no dedicated RAM.
Nope.
I am going to have to highlight my pattern soon because I'm starting to do the same thing where I'm losing where I'm to because I haven't done I haven't highlighted anything.
Lagging like a 2006 Dell, exactly.
Oh no. And also hi Lass, go to sleep, Lass. It's after 1 a.m. Take easy. Take easy, very important.
I have issues with my working memory too. I'm in therapy for it. I wasn't aware that something that you can work on, though that would make sense, right? It's kind of like a muscle. But yeah, mine is very affected by my ADHD. That's it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, speech therapy can help. Interesting. Luna used to have a box turtle.
Might have to
Aw,
Google that.
I love box turtles. Box turtles are really interesting because unlike, so they look like a terrestrial tortoise, but you can tell that they're a turtle because of the way that their back like feet are configured. But the reason they're called box turtles is because their shells are actually hinged. So you guys might have seen Pow's plastron, and it's the plastron is the bottom part of the shell. So Pow's is one solid piece, and most turtles and tortoises, their plastrons are one solid piece. The box turtle, theirs is actually in two pieces. So it can actually like fold and close up to completely
cool.
surround the fleshy bits of the turtle. Like instead of
fleshy
them just
bits.
sucking all their limbs in, like their shell actually closes up around them.
That's really cool.
Yeah. So that's why they're
I
called
didn't know
box
that
turtle.
about them. Hmm.
Have a good one, Mama Chaos. Go sleep.
I have a neurologic condition. I see, Luna. Yeah, I'm glad you can regain some functions from therapy with that. I had no idea it was actually a thing.
I wonder if my neurological issues might have something to do with why my ADHD feels like it's worse. Might be
That
something to
could
talk to my
be.
neurologist about.
Yeah.
Gwen says I missed the start of that. Did you just say box turtles are armadillos? Close. Divergent evolution.
I love divergent evolution.
Right.
As a concept.
Convergent evolution, that's what I meant.
Yes, same. I understood what you meant.
Good.
Wrong words, same idea.
My box turtle was named Myrtle. She was found by a family member many, many, many years ago and passed down the family. She lived to be nearly 90 years old. Yeah. Turtles, tortoises, they have a very long lifespan. So when you get one, especially getting a young one, you're committing. Like, you need to have somebody that you're going to leave this to in your will. So yeah, because they, well kept, they live a very long time. I think the oldest one is in a zoo in England. Can't remember. Mike says, I'm intrigued by what goes on in the mind of someone who's stitching with Pattern Keeper versus someone who stitches more manually, without marking off stitches or anything like that. I don't know. Like, because I do both, right? Because I used to
I learned to stitch in the before days. Before there were, you know, before Pattern Keeper existed. Before computers were really a thing. And I don't, but because it was so long ago that I don't really remember. And by so long ago, I mean, it was like 2018 was the last time I really stitched a lot before I started using Pattern Keeper. I don't remember what my thought process was. Because it's just, that was just how you did it. Gigi just climbed out of my closet and I thought he came out of the wall. Because they're a bad influence. Cruza! Welcome in.
Welcome in, Cruza. Pattern Keeper is arguing with me, so I've been doing it manually. The lines refuse to straighten.
Yeah, I hate when I'm trying to do like a scan or a picture and I just can't. And like you look at it and you think the lines are perfectly straight, and then you go into Pattern Keeper and like everything's just slightly warped, and it's slightly warped enough that it doesn't. Ugh, so annoying. Lady A says I learned to stitch in the before. I think Mike did too. Yeah, Mike definitely did too. Toot says same lines, same. We all refuse to straighten.
Yes, no straight.
No straight. Only queer.
Yes. But yes, Mike asked, I'm intrigued by what goes on in the mind of someone who is stitching with Pattern Keeper versus someone who stitches more manually with a marking of stitches or anything like that, which is what you were talking about.
Yes.
And I'm so curious because I feel like with Pattern Keeper, I do very minimal stitching because I can just like memorize kind of like what the layout of the stitches looks like and like transpose that, because it's very easy for me to see what I need to do with the highlighting. Whereas with a paper pattern, I feel like I need to do a lot of counting, and I can kind of need to go really slowly, like maybe 1 or 2 stitches at once before looking back at the pattern, and vice versa.
Yeah, I get
like
that.
I can definitely commit much less to memory than when I use Pattern Keeper.
Thank you for your offering of Cheez-Its, Lass. Have a good night. Sleep well. Well, guy says that they definitely did. Sorry, I usually say Mike. It's just with the joint chat, my brain is... It's a lot. Like, the whole idea of things like color completion is baffling to me. Color completion is very satisfying, though.
Yeah.
But with a paper pattern, it's really hard to make sure you've got the color completion.
Indeed,
because there could be one just hiding somewhere.
And it's definitely more difficult, I find, to do cross-country by color on a paper pattern. Because, yeah, like exactly like that, like there can be stitches hiding. So if you think you're jumping to a section, like you can be missing in between, or
yeah, you might have to go back.
Yeah.
Cheryl says this stitch is kind of in the middle. It's in PK but not indexed. Yeah, which like I feel like that it's easier to like you can zoom in, so there's that, and it's easier to, and you're basically highlighting what you've done, but you still have to do that like hunt for the symbols thing. So it's not the same experience that Moon was describing, where you can glance at the pattern and you can see the highlighted path. Whereas with a paper pattern, I get what you're saying, where like you have to check and double check often. You can't just look at the shape of the line of stitching. Like that's what I'm doing right now, because I think I'm done the white. but I am not sure.
Commander is rummaging through my stash to find an extra needle minder and an extra needle because he's gonna be having 2 projects going on at the same time.
Dun dun dun. He's no longer a monogamous stitcher.
What'd you say? Yes, he said that he got outed.
If he needs needle minders, I might have a few.
I have a bunch of extras as well. I made him look in my needle minder book. Well, my needle book, in which there are needle minder, as well as needles. 2 projects! Shock, I know, right, Gwen?
Oh, I missed 2 stitches. I missed 2 stitches.
He says, let it be known that this project shall be finished before he puts another single stitch in the other one.
Okay. Mike says, I thought Commander was like me and only had 1 needle minder. I don't know if Thomas has any needle minders.
He does have one, yeah.
Oh, he has
let
one.
me show you guys.
Okay.
Yeah, he has one. But he doesn't want to take it off of his other project because it currently has like a threaded needle on it.
I see.
But this is his needle minder. It's a Pikachu Game Boy that we got from needle minder lair, I believe. This is one of her own art pieces that she made in acrylic.
That is.
And honestly, the quality is so good. The magnet is like super strong. And it's super cute and well printed. Stealing moon stuff, yep. So he does only have 1 needle minder, Mike. And he's rummaging through my stuff to get another one. Because he never thought that we would run into this issue of having to have more than one.
I have 40 billion. I have 40 billion pins that I need to turn into needle minders that I'm slowly working on. I figured out a method of turning like pin back pins into needle minders that I quite like. But the stabby back pins are proving a little bit more problematic. So I was playing with different ways to do that. This is one that I made. I love this pin, and now it's a needle minder that I love.
I love that you're making like all of your pins into needle minders. It's very inspiring.
I'm working through them slowly. We've also got necklaces and earrings and all kinds of stuff that we're turning into needle minders. Yeah, these are my latest too. Become ungovernable. This is also a really good one. Galactic Garden says, how do you turn them into needle minders? Gwen answered, yeah, I got the posts off the back of my stabby ones, but the ones with the horizontal bar have me stumped. I may show you later because I'm actually out of those ones. So that's what this one was. Okay, so bloop. This is not a very good example because I just I snipped off the. Here's one I started earlier. So I took a pair of tin snips and I snipped off the. I don't know how well you can see that. There's a little nubby left. I snipped off the post. And then I have a Dremel that I was using to sand it down or grind it down. However, I'm having trouble with the Dremel where my hands are not liking it. So I've been I've been trying to figure out a way to get them to be safe with less dremeling, which is why I have this one, which has this cork on the back. Yeah, Gwen, that's kind of what I did.
Oh,
I
that's really smart.
I put this cork, this thin layer of cork, just like stabbed it right on, and then trimmed it down, and that helps it like move over the fabric better. So the thing with pin back ones, I'm trying to think. Hang on. Welcome to my little thing of stuff. Assorted clanking noises. Okay, so pinbacks.
Pinbacks.
So they've got this little bit, which actually isn't that hard to take off if you have a pair of pliers. The thing is, if I were to put a magnet here, that would, because it's 2 layers of metal, it messes up the magnetiness. So
Really?
Let's say if I just stuck a magnet right to the back there and called it a day. This needle, it doesn't stick. In fact, it might ping right off. Like it might just fly in the opposite direction, which doesn't, it isn't good. That's not how needle minders work.
Indeed.
So what you need to do, and what I did with this one, is you remove the pin back and then cut from here to here with a pair of tin snips, peel this back a little bit, shove the magnet between the 2 layers of metal, hammer it back down so it's relatively flat, and then cover it with a piece of felt so you don't hurt yourself.
That is a lot of effort, but it's a vintage pin.
Yeah, this is a vintage pin. This.
It's gonna be a needle minder made from a vintage pin.
Guys, I purchased this pin at Anime North 2004. Anyways, Gwen says I sure as heck couldn't figure out how to get that off with the pliers. Okay, so this only works for this style that has this little like woobly bit. So you're just gonna take your pliers and you're gonna like untwist. So put the pliers through the ring and then just kind of like uncurl it so it's relatively straight. And then just try to straighten it out as much as you can. I mean, it's not going to be perfect. And then you just kind of pull it through like that. There's that one done. And then I would, so this is my like jewelry making pliers. And by mine, I mean Toot's jewelry making pliers. So I don't want to ruin those because they're a little bit more dainty. So these are my tin snips. So I just basically like very slowly cut from here to here. And then like pry this back. Well, this has been unnecessary DIY hour with me.
Totally not unnecessary. I'm sure anyone who wants to make a needle minder is really enjoyed and appreciated.
Yes, this is my vintage anime pin, Anime North 2004. A lot of people don't realize that I was an anime fan. That I still am, actually. That I am a weeb.
Lesser known DH facts.
Yeah, lesser known to DH lore. I almost said Toot lore. Is that I am a weeb. But like, I was a weeb when they were called otakus.
Yeah. That's A long time ago.
Yeah. Like, do not speak to me of the deep magic switch. I was there when they were written. Okay, so I think. All right. Moon, what color do I do next?
What colors do you have?
I could do the wibbly one, or I could do the straighty one.
The
I know that helps.
In
I could
terms
do
of
light orange,
symbols? Oh,
light
okay.
orange, or yellow.
Light orange.
Okay, thank you.
I was also this flavor of nerd. Yeah, I also was when I was in high school.
Yep. And I'm only less so because I'm an adult that can't afford Crunchyroll. I have never been on Crunchyroll, and I kind of like haven't gone down that particular rabbit hole because I fear I may never emerge. But at the same time,
Valid.
like, I'm overwhelmed by choice now. It says, tell us more stories, Thitha. Well, okay, in my day, you
I'm
didn't
all
have
ears.
that many choices of anime, right? Like, so I wouldn't even know where to start now. But like, back when I was watching anime, it was like, you had Naruto, and even Naruto was later because I bought the first issue of the Naruto manga when it dropped in Shonen Jump. So like the anime came years after that. So it was like Inuyasha, Sailor Moon, Gundam Wing. And Gundam Wing was like if you knew somebody. Cardcaptor Sakura, again, like if you knew somebody. Maybe Studio Ghibli, if you knew somebody. Like, so we didn't have options.
Options were not a thing.
You know, Studio Ghibli, I watched a lot of that because my best friend in like elementary, one of my best friends in elementary and into high school, her family's from Hong Kong, and her dad often traveled back there for work and would bring her bootleg anime basically. Sometimes they were subtitled in English, sometimes they were only subtitled in Cantonese, which was the way that I watched Spirited Away for the first time. Is we're sitting on our couch and the movie's in Japanese, the subtitles are in Cantonese, and she's doing a live translation for me.
Oh my god.
Yeah. There's one point where the boiler man looks at Sen and goes, does a thumbs up and goes, "Good luck." And my friend looks at me and goes, "Good luck." I died. I was like, thanks, I got that one.
Yeah, I remember, like, I was a bit old. Well, no, I wasn't older. But I mean, when I was really into anime, it was at a later time. Like, it was already in the 2010s. But I remember all the illegal streaming websites that we had that are, you know, that now they kind of get taken down in a few days, but back then they were like there for years. They were institutions.
Yeah.
You know?
JPS asked if I was a Tuna Me fan. We didn't have that in Canada. I vaguely know what it was. But we didn't have it. Gwen says I somehow got the jankiest copy of Bubblegum Crisis 2020, and even the English subs were a little off. Oh no. And Cryptic says, I'll say it out loud, that clip of Commander's thumbs up is great. Very wholesome dude you are. Very true. Very true.
Anna, thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a good evening as well.
Bye, Anna. Have a good night.
I'll see you tomorrow at work. Unfortunately, but
I'll see you never.
You work, I know. thank fuck for good colleagues, though, right?
So one thing that Moon and I were talking about for the stream that I forgot about until just now, if you guys have any questions about cross stitch, about our cross stitch, about the craft in general, hit us up, let us know. If you have a question that like you're not sure if it's a silly question or you don't really want to ask it publicly, if you want to be anonymous about it, you can just whisper one of us with the question and we will not out you on stream. But yeah, if you have any questions for us about our personal stitching, cross stitch in general, anything like that, we are happy to talk about it.
Yes. And also no judgment. Like, I'm still, I think that I am still very new to the craft, because I've only been cross-stitching for 2 years, and the average person has been cross-stitching for like their whole life. So like there's no such thing as silly questions or being too new or stuff like that.
I think the part where you may have more information would be in new stuff, like the newer stuff like Pattern Keeper and Full Coverage and you know, kind of like the newer innovations in cross stitch, whereas someone just coming back into the hobby doesn't know where to start with these things.
That's true. Yeah.
I got an anonymous question.
Yes.
This one, it might be good for you. It is, why are cats so stinky?
Actually, cats are typically very good smelling. Somehow
as someone with 5 cats and 6 litter boxes, I don't know if I can agree with that.
No, they create smells, but themselves are usually good smelling. Usually, I personally think that Yuna smells like fresh linen, and she smells very good in my opinion. But yeah, no, they're stinky because they can't use the toilet. They can't flush away their stuff, so you have to pick up their poop. That sucks.
I see. Okay, yeah. Well, thank you for that very detailed and scientific answer.
Of course. I do want a detailed and scientific answer about why cats smell so good, though. Like their fur. Like, they literally have, like, the worst breath. Like, they eat fucking, like, chicken and beef flavored stuff that is so gross. And their mouth smells, like, terrible. But then they lick themselves, and then their fur smells good. How?
It's because of the worms in our brains.
Commander actually said that to me the other day, that like there's actually like, can you explain it, Commander? I forget. I'm trying
to remember the phrasing, but there is like a parasite that is more commonly found in people who have cats that change their toxoplasmosis. Thank you, Gwen. Toxoplasmosis. Yeah, basically, people who own cats become host to a parasite that makes them more likely to love cats.
Yep.
So that the organism can multiply.
Yep.
It is estimated that about a third. Oh, okay. Of all humans have.
And he thinks that the reason I think Yuna smells so good is because I have toxoplasmosis.
I'm sure it is.
Lady Argyle says not all cats smell that nice, man. My boys smell. That's fair.
Mike did have an actual cross-stitching question for you, though.
Yeah, I saw. When are you going to try your hand at designing a pattern of your own? Mike, I don't know if I have the skills for that. I'm typically very good at reproducing what I see, but putting what I see in my brain on paper or on a cross-stitch program is very difficult for me. Like drawing or like creating things like from my head to paper is very difficult. So I'm not sure if I would create something visually nice if I did try to design cross stitch.
It says, why would she design when she has an auto designer? True. True. I'm like AutoCAD, but I'm Auto DH.
Why would I bother learning to design, which would be a grueling process, when I can ask DH if they would like to, if I can commission them.
Alright, I'm doing your thing of highlighting before I stitch.
How's that going?
I'm doing it for the first time now because I have like confetti-y stitches. And I have to count.
Ugh, counting. That's not what she asked, DH. What do you mean? I'm not sure, actually. That is totally what I asked them. I asked them if I could commission them for a cross-stitch pattern that I would stitch with my community for our 3rd affiliate anniversary. Hint, hint, wink, wink, wink.
Yes, you did. You did commission me. I am percolating on it and working on it a little bit.
Yes, I've seen when you were doing it on stream. I'm really excited to see it progress. I think Commander was just trying to talk shit and then he couldn't figure out what to say in time before I called this bullshit.
The stitch is in the wrong spot.
Tripped over my own brattiness. Yep, sounds about right.
When you sass too close to the sun.
The
other thing about doing paper patterns, and like, I don't know why I'm like this, because I started doing paper patterns. But now I get really sad when I don't have statistics and numbers.
I know, same. I was literally thinking, like, looking at what I've stitched so far and thinking, I wonder how many stitches that is.
No. Because, like, it doesn't matter at the end of the day. It's going to take you the same amount of time no matter what. But it's just, I just like to know, man.
I know, I'm the same way.
Just stitched myself into.
Don't sew yourself onto your perforated paper.
No, I'm part of the UFO now. We are one.
Okay, that's better.
Mike says, for sure DH has lots of cool patterns. As I was getting ready for the stream, I was trying to justify in my mind that their out of this world pattern could be an autumn pattern. Well, if you like stitched a little stem in the center of each heart, then it could be leaves. We have the loosest definition of autumn.
Fall. Yes. Yeah. Welcome in, JS.
Hey, JS.
D. Simpkin. Welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid.
Yay, raid. Let's go.
Grab your needles. It's a stitch and raid. Welcome in. Everybody make sure to give D Simpkin a lot of love. Give them a follow.
Murder hype.
Welcome, welcome. How was your stream, D Simpkin? Also, hello, I'm Moon. I'm cross stitch. Yes, words. I am I am cross stitch.
I am cross stitch. Thank you for the follow, Slick Shady.
I am.
This is my friend Moon. She is cross stitch.
Drink.
I am a cross stitcher and also a gamer. So we do some variety streaming on this channel is what I wanted to say. The art is talking. I know, right? And tonight I'm streaming with my really good friend, thecozydh, who is also cross stitch.
Hi, that's me.
And
I'm
also
also
designer.
cross stitch.
Yes, DH, if you want to introduce yourself, go ahead.
Hi, my name is DH. My pronouns are they, them. I am an indie cross stitch designer, and Moon's a very good friend. We actually got, my spouse and I got Moon into stitching about 2 years ago, 2 and a bit years ago.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're doing I usually stream co-working and cross stitch streams weekly. You can find me at thecozydh. But yeah, I don't usually stream in the evening, but for Moon, I'm doing an evening stream. Thank you for the follow there. Welcome in.
And D Simpkin said that they were working on a shawl. Ooh, very fall appropriate. But thank you so much for the raid. And everybody who came in as well with D Simpkin, thank you so much for hanging out with us. If you need to raid and run, I completely understand as well. Make sure to take care of yourself and do post-stream self-care. Always important.
Take easy.
But yes, if you'd like to hang out with us, we'll definitely love having you. Someone needs to design a pattern with a moon that says, I am cross-stitch. Oops. I am become cross-stitch, sower of worlds. You guys. Oh my god. Like those shirts that say, I'm with stupid, but they both say, I am cross-stitch. I'll be lurking, but I gotta go but I gotta go lay down. Thank you so much for lurking. I hope you have a good night, good rest. Thank you so much for trusting your community with us. You finished a color? Let's go, Lady Argyle. Color finish. Wow. I am hoping so much I counted appropriately here. No moon math, please. I hope not. Welcome in, Puffles. Boop.
Charles says those shirts that say I'm with stupid, but they both say I am cross stitch.
Yes, I would love that.
Have a good rest, D. Simpkin. Sorry, I was distracted. I was sketching.
No worries.
No moon math. Boop. Thanks for the boop. Puffles. Upcoming design, maybe? We'll see. Oh no. Oh no.
The way you two don't listen to each other is wild. Listen, we both have ADHD, and we're both unmedicated at this moment. What do you expect from us?
Better,
Coherency?
We're like, you know, streaming and cross-stitching and trying to have conversations at the same time.
Yeah,
It's
we're not-
it's not going well.
We're not just trying to have a conversation with each other. We're trying to have a conversation with two different chats.
Yes, that's true as well.
There are
Buffaloes
like
expect
30 of you
potatoes.
out there.
I can probably provide potatoes.
I have no potatoes. I have mashed potatoes.
You better not have any potatoes with your potato allergy.
I know. I have no actual potatoes.
Good. We have potatoes in the pantry if you want to come over, Buffaloes.
Dude says, girl, I know it. You're my spouse and my best friend. The ping pong is real. Toon, 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 toon.
Two ships crossing in the night. Exactly.
Yup. I see a forthcoming book. Zen and the Art of Cross Stitch. I'm sure that already exists, but if not, I will write it and I will just fill it with all of my random thoughts about how cross stitch is the most neurodivergent friendly craft.
I would love to read that essay. Blog post. Social media posts. Whatever.
My twit longer.
Yes. Commander just did his first stitch.
Let's go.
Yay.
Yay, Slick Shady has 2 tabs open so they can see what we're both doing.
Aw,
Yeah,
thank
so
you, Slick Shady.
We didn't even explain to the raiders what we're doing. So
Oh my
Moon
God.
and I, yeah. Between Moon and I are Cozy Autumn Moon Start Along, which starts today. So if you have if you want to start along with us, you can start a autumn themed small. This is broadly applicable. If you can make it work in the theme, welcome to the theme. But yeah, so I started.
If you want to just start something.
Yeah, I
Even
started
if
this
it
Mill
doesn't fit
Hill
the theme.
ornament, which is a UFO, but it's part of the Autumn Harvest collection. So let's go. So that's what I'm working on. This is only my second Mill Hill ornament ever, but it's a UFO, so it's on theme for me.
And I am working on Moonstruck Manor, which is this lovely little spooky manor.
Which is also on theme for you.
Yes. How did I do that?
Dude, we have potatoes at home. The potatoes at home, Commander.
Commander doing a thumbs up.
Yep.
Those are awesome. Thank you, Slick Shady. And the raiders that came in, are you guys working on anything tonight? JPS says abductions are how aliens celebrate the Harvest Festival.
Thank you. See, JPS has my back.
I can valid.
They know. JPS and me, we're on the same level here. Cryptic says you aren't usually on at this time, so new territory. I must bid adieu. Gotta rest the wee one in its process. Have a good rest of stream if I don't make it back. Have a good night. Say good night to the wee one for me. Well,
Good night, Cryptic. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight.
Slick Shady was the aliens guy for Halloween. Oh, I'm sorry, it doesn't work because anytime you redeem something, it does the cryptic redeem. Let's see if I can find it. Slick Shady says I was the aliens guy for Halloween last year, and Toot tried to do this.
Is such a thing even possible?
Toot was robbed. Yeah, so I have a slight special interest.
Slight.
It's exclamation point disclaimer now. I have a slight special interest in ancient aliens. No, it's exclamation point disclaimer. It's still there, I promise. I just couldn't do it without the... Yeah, okay, thank you. I used to have a redeem that was just ancient alien facts. Which is why I'm stitching a UFO and why my book is alien themed for the month.
Small special interest.
Small special interest.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I owe Toot a weird fact, though. Did you know that there's a theory that about why ghosts are more active at night? Other than, like, people just do ghost hunting at night because it's spookier. The theory is that ghosts are more active at night because there's less electronic interference. Because TVs and stuff are off. And, like, street light, and, like, the more stuff is off, so there's less electrical interference, so ghosts find it easier to interact with our corporeal realm.
Maybe that's why autistic people prefer the night as well.
Because we can hear electricity, yes.
Because there's less electricity to feel everywhere. Alright, I did the medium gray in...
Toot says, what makes you think I would want to hear about ghosts? Just a hunch.
Just a hunch.
I could talk about Robert. Do you want me to talk about Robert?
Robert? Who's Robert? Who is Robert?
I don't know. Maybe Toot doesn't want me to talk about Robert.
Is Robert... Oh, Robert is Chucky. Chucky, right?
No.
No, wait, no.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
for some reason, my French brain was like, the abbreviation for Robert is totally Chucky, right?
Robert is what Chucky is based on. I respect Robert. I do.
Yes.
I do not put his name in my mouth lightly. It's like Shady's been to Roswell. Excellent. Your cousin moved to Arizona. We took a detour on the drive down. I would love to go to Roswell. Like, Roswell, Area 51, like, just... I don't even want to say for the meme, because I respect it more than that. But, like, I want to go and do alien things.
Do alien things.
I do want to do alien things. There's a forest in England that I want to visit. I want to go there. I want to go to, the Mothman town. I want to do alien encrypted things. You didn't go near Area 51? Probably wise, since it is an active military installation. Anonymous, welcome in.
Welcome in, a mouse. How are you doing tonight?
The
Mothman town. Is it better
my
than this?
brain. See earlier, no meds.
Point Pleasant.
Point Pleasant, West Virginia. Yeah, thank you.
I made Commander make me a Magic the Gathering deck that uses Mothman as the commander.
Nice.
And I titled the deck Welcome to Point Pleasant.
Nice.
For Toot.
I was gonna do my next color, and then I realized that the next color that I was gonna do is beads. So let's do something else. A Mothman themed magic deck is amazing.
Tourism. Yeah, and he made a second version, and the second version was even more strong.
Amazing.
And he plays that one. You I claim this other one. Eh.
I know. Earlier today, Toot was declaring their love for someone and said, oh, and DH is okay too, I guess. Huffle says, I used to live in the UK, Cozy. It has some of the coolest haunted areas. So, story time with Thee-Thaw, which is the gender neutral term for Peepaw.
Peepaw.
Yeah,
Wait,
Thee-Thaw.
Do we have time for a story time? We have ad break in 5 minutes.
Yeah, okay, this is quick story time. So
Okay.
when Thee-Thaw was a teenager, my parents took us to England, and so the plan was for the first week we were going to do a bus tour, and then for the second week we were going to rent a house and kind of like make our own tour. So my mom asked me to find like places that we could go check out. So I found places we could go check out. So we went to see stone circles and really cool old crypts and like creepy shit.
Of course.
And my mom was like, where are you finding all of these? And I showed her my guidebook, which is just called like England's creepiest places or something like that. And she was like, oh, this makes sense. It's like, well, you shouldn't have asked me then.
They should have known better.
Nope.
I bet the trip was much more interesting.
Oh,
as a
I'm sure.
result.
One of the stone circles that we went to go see, it was like literally in some farmer's field.
Whoa.
And you just kind of drove up to the farmhouse and there was like a sign there with a donation box and like an arrow saying like walk that way. So so we get out of the car and like there's no one around and we're on some like random dude's farm, and so you have to walk over the turnstiles between the fields, and like one of the fields had cows in it, and then we go to a field that had sheep in it, and then the stone circle's just in the middle of the field with sheep. And like it was mostly earthworks, so it was like dips and stuff in the ground, and then a few stones and things, and then but like it was just in some dude's field. You could walk all over it. There was like you could touch the stones, you could walk everywhere.
That's so cool.
The sheep were just chilling. So it was a very cool experience. Very different from going to see like Stonehenge, which has, you know, fences and paths and security and a tunnel.
A tunnel?
When you go to Stonehenge, the car park, like the gift shop and the car park are on one side of the highway, and then there's like a tunnel that you walk that like under the highway to the other side where Stonehenge actually is.
Oh, I had no idea. Mouse just woke up from a nap, waiting for dinner to get here, and then I will work on some stitching. Unfortunately, no new project for me. I have already packed away all my new projects for the move. Completely valid, yeah. And as long as you're doing something you're enjoying, that's all that matters for the stream.
Exactly. Lady Kate says too many people kept trying to take bits of Stonehenge home with them. Yeah. Yeah, so they tried to control the flow of traffic as well as they could.
For peace and the cross stitch.
For the stream!
I got to see some dolmens and miniers when I was visiting northern France, but nothing major or specific. They were just cool. That does sound really cool. Honestly, like, big rocks just are kind of, like, really cool.
Nope.
Oh, don't knock. Don't make a knot, please. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Get this. I wonder if we have like anyone in chat whose second language is English, like, and when they do cross stitch, they count in their native language, even though they use English a lot.
Do you count in French?
I do, actually. Anything above 10 especially.
I can see that. It's like most secondary languages, I think we like learning to count to 10 is kind of the first thing that you learn to do, and then you stop being able to count.
Yep.
Alright. I do have incoming ads in like 30 seconds,
Yes.
so I'm gonna take a break.
Likewise. We're gonna take a break as well, you guys. I'll definitely do that stuff.
Yeah, same. Bye. Alright guys, you know the drill. I'm going to run 3 minutes of ads here on Twitch. If you're watching on YouTube, just hang out, chill, enjoy the vibes. And I'll see you guys back here in 3 minutes. Bye.
Thank you, Toot.
Hello, hello, I am back. I don't know if Moon can hear me.
Hello.
Hello.
So, Mike asks me, when you count in French, Moon, do you use 90 for 90 or 90? And I use 90. 90 is actually mostly a Belgian variation of French, I believe. Which is really cool. Like, I kind of wish that it was the standard because it is much shorter. They also have 70 and 80 for 70 and 80.
You mean there's an easier way to say 90 than 4 20s plus 10?
Yes. Incredible, right?
I know. Imagine that.
It's so cool to be using those from now on. You're gonna have people looking at you weird. And they won't understand, but... yeah. There's actually quite a bit of variation in different regional French dialects in terms of regular vocab, but also like slang, obviously. Because like I find that in a lot of languages, like the biggest difference is slang, obviously, right? But then there's also some things that are so wildly different. And for some reason, Belgium decided that counting had to be one of those.
Belgium's not like the Belgian. Yeah, Belgium's not like other kids.
It killed me when I learned 1999 for the year 1999. Yep. So the literal translation would be 1900 420 10 9. And the right spelling would actually be 1999. That's true because, you know, for the French community worldwide wanted to kind of make a revamp of the language to make it simpler, and everybody was like, "Yeah, it's a great idea. Let's never implement it anywhere." So, although, like, writing numbers with dashes everywhere is accepted in the new language reform, the new language reform is just not accepted everywhere.
That makes sense. I mean, it doesn't make sense, but like I understand why it happens.
Yeah. Dashes seem to appear randomly whenever they feel like it. Pretty much. I used to visit Brussels a lot for work and came across lots of variants of French. Yeah, for sure. Like in Europe, there is quite a bit.
Gwen has a witchy head. Nice.
Nice.
So, behind the scenes design insight for Tiny Witch. To make the skulls, I actually took the I actually used the Tiny Witch as the model for the skulls. So the skulls are the size of a human skull if the Tiny Witch were boiled down.
That's so cool, actually.
So yeah, the skulls are to scale.
I love that.
Now you have to pick your witchy outfit colors. You wondered if that was the case the other day. Very clever art hacks. You also can refer to any of my other mini patterns for outfit or hairstyles. Because all of my minis, I use the same base. So they're all generally the same proportions. So if you ever want to swap out hairstyles, clothing, anything like that, just look at any of the other mini patterns.
Toot says, have you considered Grim?
Heckin' grim.
Fucking Grim.
You have considered Grim particularly because that's the model I'm looking at. Nice. Of course I had to do Grim. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
13. I was gonna say 14.
Oh no. The moon math.
The moon math. It's
Getting
here.
worse.
Can it ever get better? I don't think so. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Have you figured out
I
your
was
counting
expecting-
issues? Sorry.
Yes, but no.
Okay.
I've counted correctly this time. There's always going to be another counting issue.
Sorry, what were you saying?
I'll be honest, I don't remember.
Okay. You said I was expecting and then children. Cease your fighting. Children.
Put down the claws at once.
Mother is occupied. Cease your fighting. It worked.
Hell yeah. I thought, yes, I thought that like it would be much more difficult to make 3 threads lay down correctly, but it's actually like behaving really well.
Oh, that's interesting because I don't care about that.
That is really valid.
No, making
The other day,
I kind of gave up on making my threads lay flat when I was working on the GG ornament.
when was? Oh yeah, yes, okay. I was like, when was that?
I think once
I thought you were talking about like a point in time where you just gave up on all cross-stitch pieces being, you know, listening to you in terms of laying flat.
I mean, it's not my highest priority.
Understandably.
Unmedicated Tage is savage. I wasn't saying I don't care about Moon. I'm just saying that isn't a concern for me. Yeah, I don't tend to worry about that.
Valid. I very much like to make my stitching as neat as I can muster
No.
without going out of my way too much, because also fuck that.
I feel also with something like this where the stitches are kind of like meant to be puffy and textural, once you get them all together, because individually they're always going to look sloppy, but when you're finished it's going to look way more cohesive.
That makes sense, yeah.
Mike says, I do know some stitchers who use something known as a laying tool to help keep stitches flat.
Yeah,
Yes.
I studied that for a moment, and I wondered for a moment if I wanted that, because the idea of having stitches, sorry for the moving the stand, of having stitches that neat was very appealing to me. However, effort. So I didn't get a laying tool.
Weren't we talking about you using your nails as a laying tool?
Fuck, you're right.
No.
I do use my nails as a laying tool sometimes.
I mean,
Like,
it's very interesting, and the people that can do it and who have, I think Kali says, I tried a laying tool and found it awkward to do. I think that's true for everyone who tries it the first time, but I think people who have like stuck with it, it's really interesting to watch them use the laying tool, and the results are beautiful. So a laying tool, it's basically like
a stabby thing.
Yeah, you know,
But that you use
you know
not
how
to stab?
Catwoman has like the claws that go onto her hands? It's like
Yes.
that, but it's just one, and it's like a tapestry needle coming off your finger, and you use it to kind of like poke the stitch into behaving. Kali said, found it awkward to do and didn't actually give me better stitches than railroading does. Yeah, and railroading is the other method of making your stitches lay flat that I also don't do.
I sometimes do roll braiding, yes.
If a stitch is really super sloppy, like one of the threads is kinking up and the other one isn't or something like that, I will do a bit of like railroading or nudging the threads into submission, but I don't usually bother.
Just let them be. If they want to misbehave, they can misbehave.
Mouse says I sometimes railroad by accident. That's fair. Sometimes I do too.
Yeah, I think also like for the laying tools, like one of the one that you were talking about, that's like a ring that you put on your finger, is one model. I've also seen like so many, and that's kind of like where I got tempted, because they basically just like are, okay, so imagine like a crochet hook, but instead of like the crochet tip, it's just like a long pointy needle-like tool. So you can literally, people who would use that kind of laying tool would hold it in their non-stitching hand. So usually when you're doing two-handed, and you can only really use that with a stand, they would use their non-stitching hand, or like, so if you're right-handed and you're like stitching back and forth with your right hand, then you would use the laying tool with your left hand to lay all the stitches like that.
Interesting.
Yeah. And they have so many pretty laying tools. That's where I got tempted.
Of course, the pretty tools get us every time.
I was looking through my Etsy collections earlier, and I found a bunch of favorited scissors, and I kind of want them still. There's one that's like the handles were squirrels, and I really want them.
I love them.
They're so good.
Yeah, it's like we're really tempted by the fancy hoops and the fancy stuff, and then when it comes down to it, cheap neon or neon yellow plastic hoop from Amazon is the best one.
Yep. Literally.
My Ort jar. Dollar store.
My Ort jar is a $5 Michaels thingy that I painted with dollar store acrylic paint with dollar store paint brushes.
There's
the
actually
scissors
no green
that I use.
There's no green in my pattern. I just realized.
You save your orts? I do, Lady Argyle. And Toot and DH do as well. I'll go pick up my jar, baby.
I actually just used a bunch of them as stuffing because I didn't have any stuffing around. But yeah, I have a little bottle here. I made a label for it. It says homebrewed orts. This was the first thing I ever made with my cricket.
Nice.
So I have a bottle on my desk here, and then I have a bottle on my other desk out in the living room. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them eventually, but
Yeah. So mine, the first one that I got was a potion bottle, and I painted it very simply, just, you know, white and with a golden cap, and black the rest of the way. And this is like, because I just had 2 years of cross stitch, because I think I started cross stitching in maybe July or August. So this is 2 years of orts, just, you know, of like regular cross stitching. And there's still a bit of room in it, but I already have another one that's like a cauldron. And I look to filling up that one too.
oh, to put a picture of theirs in the stream showcase.
Ooh, yes, I'll show in a second. I'll put away mine.
Toot's art jar is also a danger jar because they also put broken needles in it. Mike says some folks have separate art jars for each project. I have seen that, and some people, I kind of like this idea. They have an ornament, so they get those clear plastic ornaments that you like fill with stuff, and then they label it with the year, and they put all of their orts for that year into the ornament, and then like they have a record for each year, which I like that idea too. It's a neat way of kind of looking back at what you were working on and things like that.
So I'll show you guys on stream. So this is, hang on, just let me comb my throat. I have phlegm. Yeah, so this is Toot's ort jar. It's a little ghosty, and it has a bunch of orts and also needles inside. Don't put your hand in a ghosty. Don't do it. And this is what Charles was talking about, GPS drawing earlier. A skeleton with a skateboard, which looks fucking sick.
Right? Maybe JPS and I should collab for some designs.
Ooh, that'd be so cool. Thank you for showing us, both of you.
Good night, Luna. Have a good night.
Good night, Luna. Thank you so much for hanging out. Take care of yourself and have sweet dreams.
Bun says, I had mine separated out and then consolidated into a salsa jar. So now I have the big salsa jar and a separate jar for Tiara. Tiara, but how... The Tiara jar is just brown.
It's just gonna be like various...
It's 80 shades of brown.
Mm-hmm.
Mike asked, does Toot break a lot of needles? Yes and no. No on regular stitching. Yes when working on the ornaments, the 3D printed ornaments. Those have claimed some needles.
I've never worked on those. I'm really curious. Like, if I worked on them, would I also break a bunch of needles?
Like I haven't broken a needle on them.
Oh,
No.
Interesting.
No, that's a lie. I did break a needle on it, but it was my own fault because I left the needle sticking up out of it and like leaned on it the wrong way.
Yeah, I don't think that counts as like breaking it while stitching it though.
Yeah. And Toot says my skin also eats the needles.
Yeah, Toot's skin eats the metal. It's funny because like some needles, I don't know if the needles that are in the Mill Hill kits are DMC, or I don't know what needle it was I was working. I think it might have been the one that I don't know. Anyways, I was recently working with a needle, and then I like for some reason smelled my hand, and my hand smelled of like metal because
I
the
hate
needle
that.
was like disintegrating against my skin.
I hate that. I usually just throw the needles out at that point. Like, I used to be really precious about using needles even when they were like completely tarnished and dull and sticky and it was a fight, and I'm like, no, my life is too short to work with horrendous needles.
Yeah, absolutely. And like when I wear like jewelry that isn't, you know, more precious metal, I guess, my skin just turns it green like in a few hours.
Fun DH fact. For the longest time, this is my needle book. So now on this I'm using a 24. Now I usually use either a 24 or a 26 size needle. So these are 24 needles. These are 26s. So 26s are smaller.
That's so smart. You wrote the number at the top of the pages.
Yes.
You are brilliant. Mine is just like a mess of needles that I don't even fucking know the sizes of.
So most stitchers won't go any larger than a 24. I used to stitch with an 18. So let's go back here. So like, I used to stitch with something like this on like 14 count, 16 count. I don't know why I continued stitching like that for so long, because my poor hands were probably suffering. Because
from having to press so hard to get it through, right?
Yeah, I started using a smaller needle and like suddenly it was easier to stitch, and I was like, oh. I think 26 is kind of like my lowest point though. I tried a 28 and I felt like I felt like I couldn't hold it.
Yeah, they were definitely very small. I find that like 28s are like much better than beading needles though.
Oh yeah,
because those are, yeah, like I find that they're so small and dainty and skinny. They don't feel nice to hold.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is my needle book made by DH. I have my needle minders in the first 2 pages. And then the rest is just chaos needles. I don't even know what they are. I look at them and I pick one that I want to stitch with. That's it.
Moon's needle selection process.
I also have like a bunch of just like the original packaging of like DMC, John James and stuff like that I have in my box. That sometimes I'll go there as well.
Yeah, we have quite a few packets of DMC 24s and 26s.
Since I started using 26 size needles, I always stab myself when trying to bury my threads. Oh no. Actually, Commander, you're using 28 now. You started with 26 because you didn't like the 24 was too big. So it's since you started using 28 size. Which, to be fair, he's working on 18 count for Patron of the Bird. So 28 does make sense. But yeah, like 28 needles are also the ones I stab myself the most with. Even though they're dull, they're just so small that they're still pointy somehow.
Thank you for the hydrate too. Can't confirm 28s are stabby. Oh, sorry about that, guys. I was lacing. So this morning I was being the truck princess for Toot. See if I can show to you real quick. Toot was playing Phasma this morning on stream and I was being truck princess, and I was lacing cross stitch pieces that I had put in frames earlier. And I kept stabbing myself because I was using a chenille needle instead of a tapestry needle. So Toot would be like in the middle of ghost hunting, and I'd just be like, fuck. Arr!
Yeah.
But I got
No.
all of that round laced, so now I just need to do everything that goes in a 6-inch hoop. And then
Nice.
everything that goes in a hoop should be done. And then I just need to find frames for stuff.
Yeah. I want to get some stuff framed so we can hang stuff on the walls, but I always procrastinate on finding the frames for them.
Gwen says I just did a swore. I do many swores. I don't know why people don't believe that I don't do swores.
Because you don't do them often.
That's true.
So Mouse said, I ordered nachos and I think someone accidentally dropped some super spicy pepper on part of it because my mouth just started burning. Oh no.
Oh no. Also, hi, Quarter Stitch. Welcome in.
Yes, welcome in, Quarter Stitch, whose favorite needles are 28s.
Yeah. DH After Dark. And Mike says, that was you inside the truck this morning. It was me. So I don't really play with Toot, because Hi, Earls. I find it difficult, but Toot needed to use me for my level and my money. So so basically I started the game, bought all the equipment, loaded into the game, and then just sat in the truck while Toot did all the work. So that they could use my good equipment.
It needs a sugar daddy and Phasmo. Pass it on.
Yep.
A person's car alarm just went off. Please make it stop.
You have to grab the keys from the front hall first and then click the car.
I wish. Alright, we're starting another color because
Hi, Earls.
unless I missed some triangles, I got a color finish.
We do have an early appearance.
I missed some triangles. I fucking hate paper patterns for that. I feel fucking scammed every time.
Aww. Come back, Earls. I know, Commander. I think everyone.
Doesn't everyone
wants-
need a sugar daddy?
I think everyone wants a
Commander
sugar daddy.
would love a sugar daddy. Yes.
Thank you, Mouse. This is Early. Early is my work buddy. She's been sleeping in my sock drawer most of the day. And then she went to sleep on the bed for a while. And now she's here to scream at us very quietly.
He has the crunchy meows.
Yep.
He goes,
I know. Usually my keyboard's over here and you sleep over there. You can sleep right here.
Gwen also wants a sugar daddy. Okay, guys, how about we do like a list for the server where like we just write the usernames of people who want sugar daddies, so like in the case that there's a sugar daddy who comes in the server, you guys can have your chance.
Oh, that sounds nice and orderly. Yes.
The car alarm has still not stopped.
Thank you for appreciating Early. I think I already said that, but I'm appreciating Early.
Your child is just cozying up in your bed without me. Aw.
Hi, Gigi. And also
My cat
Gigi is here.
Also... Oh, Gigi is back. More drama. But yeah, Yuna is also... Wait, no, Yuna was in the box. I don't know where she is anymore, though.
It's a convention at DH's place. More kitties! All the kitties. I have 5 kitties.
I think all of them have been on my streams at some point, but usually it's Earl's.
Yes.
Earl's is my work buddy. Mike says, as the night goes on, the chat becomes even more interesting. I received an education recently on Moonstream on the various types of piercings you can do on an ear. Yes, there are a great number.
Mm-hmm. I think it was with Puffles who were talking about ear piercings, and Mike said that next time I should do a tattoo aftercare. It's a TED Talk.
Did Toot tell the story about when they got the shady helix piercings?
No.
Helix
I think that was
piercing?
after you guys went to bed, so...
Oh, okay. Okay, what's it called, like the top of the outer ear?
Helix.
That is helix, okay. So, Toot got a helix piercing once. And it was like a double helix piercing. It was super cute, but we went to like this really shady place in the mall. It was totally on a whim. And you know, Toot took care of it the way that she was supposed to, but it wasn't healing. It wasn't healing. It wasn't healing. So finally, we went to the doctor for something else and finished our appointment. And Toot was like, "Oh, by the way, can you look at my ear? I'm not sure if it's infected or not." And so he goes around her side and goes, "Yes, it's infected. Have you looked at it?" So don't go and get tattoos at shady places in the mall.
Or piercing.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh
I said
God.
tattoos. Yeah, don't get. I think this place
Either of
also.
those
I think this place also said that they did tattooing, which was worrisome. But
Oof.
you know.
GPS finished coloring. The pic is up in the showcase. Let me see.
Toot says, "Live, laugh, love, Dr. Andrew." Yeah. Our doctor is amazing. Our doctor, if Toot would say that we
Nice.
were about to go to the States for some reason, he would tell her not to go to Cracker Barrel. And then we would go to Cracker Barrel and come back and tell him about it.
It looks so good. I love the colors of the t-shirt.
Yeah, that's
So
awesome.
bright. Mm-hmm.
Good job, JPS. I love that.
It looks amazing. Thank you for showing us.
They also said they'd love to do a collab. I mean, they probably would like to do a collab too, but you know. All right, I'll have to talk to them about that eventually.
I've got the tattoo or piercing itch again. I know.
I actually-
Sorry, go ahead.
I was about to say I actually don't, because we just got new snakes, and that kind of
Fair.
like scratched the same itch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've been having like the tattoo itch for like a few months now. And I've just been like, not yet, not time, not yet. But I've been thinking about the same tattoo for months. So that's a flash, and it's like a lantern that's caught on fire.
Ooh, that was a pretty one.
Yeah, and I'm still thinking about it, so I might just have to bite the bullet and go get it.
Yeah. It's dangerous when our artists put out flashes that we need.
Yes. Yep. The artist that drew the lantern is the same one as the one who drew my two-ended candle.
Mhm.
It's also the same one who made my summoning circle kitties, but stream hasn't seen that one because it's on my thigh.
Oh, we should get matching tattoos at the place next to Coffin Creek. Apparently they do really good work.
That would be so fun.
Yeah, so the coffee shop that we go to, Coffin Creek, is a horror-themed coffee shop that is amazing. And it's literally right next to a tattoo shop. And like pretty much everyone who works at Coffin Creek has gotten inked at the tattoo place. Early's holding my cross stitch. I'm just giving my fingers a bit of a rest.
Thank you, Toot.
Raccoon and possum tattoo when? When you're coming down.
Early's always a stitching stand.
Obvious reason we haven't seen it. Yeah. I mean, if I was to wear shorts, I could probably like move the stitching camera and show you guys, but
Gwen says, I've been interested in getting a tattoo for years, but now I'm not sure if it'll happen because I have a higher infection risk and allergy to adhesives, and I know people have been using the second skin stuff for the last several years. Yeah, I mean, you can always work with your tattoo artist on that as well, because they might have other methods. Quite honestly, the tattoo on my neck, I'm never going to that place again. The bandage fell off about 10 minutes after I left the shop, and I went back and they were like, it's fine.
was it second skin bandage?
No, this was like saran wrap and masking tape bandage. Like it was.
Yeah. I was going to say, Gwen, that it's definitely doable to not have second skin, and it's even definitely doable to not have any adhesive at all. The like technique that most artists used before second skin became widely available was literally saran wrap and nothing else. Like if it was a big tattoo that was sorry for the grossness, but oozing a lot, they may put adhesive, but they will usually wipe down your tattoo and put down some lotion on top, and just that alone will keep the saran wrap in place fairly well. And usually that you're supposed to keep on for a few hours only, and then you're supposed to as far as I've been given aftercare, afterwards you would gently wash or rinse off your tattoo with lukewarm water and unscented soap. And then you can literally leave it like healing without any cover. As long as you keep it clean, moisturized, and not irritated.
Yeah, and the infection rate for tattoos that are done well and done at like well-run studios is quite low. And if you take care of them the way that you've been instructed to, I think a lot of like tattoo horror stories are from people who didn't take care of their tattoos correctly, or just weren't given the right care advice because they went to a not great shop. Speaking of advice.
Thank you so much for that.
Oh, go ahead.
Thank you so much for the 5 stream streak theory. Thank you. And Mouse says, I hung out with a coworker last night that I have never seen in shorts until last night, and I was like, "You like tattoos?" And she just laughed and said, "Yeah, I've always had them." Yep, that's how I feel as well. Like, until last summer, I didn't have any visible tattoos. Like, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tattoos on my legs, and I had one on my right arm, but like a short sleeve shirt would hide it. So this is the first one that I got that's like visible at all times, unless I'm wearing long sleeves, which I don't, because fuck long sleeves. So yeah, I would often get that when people would like see me wearing shorts. I have a knot.
Oh, not a knot.
Yes, it keeps nodding back up.
I was about to demonstrate for chat. So the piece of advice, if you're working on a dark piece of fabric and you can't really see the holes, try holding it in front of a piece of white paper, in front of a glowing screen. A white cat also works quite well, as you can see on screen. And I have done this with Early so many times. Because she's usually on my desk right here while I'm stitching, so she's really convenient. Yeah, you're convenient.
God. Dear Lord, what is going on with this wall?
Thank you for the appreciation, Cheryl. We're doing the little head scritchies. The little head scritchies.
I don't understand what happened here.
Just stitch it down and move on.
I will.
I definitely haven't done that a lot. Toot said I had that in stereo. Pico was yelling at me IRL.
Hmm.
Yeah, how many tattoos does Commander have?
0.
So far.
Yes. He already has like a whole sleeve planned out that he just wants to find an artist that would match the style.
Yeah, I get that.
likes. So it's a matter of finding the artist and finding the tattoo funds.
God, yes. I think I would like to get this one touched up. Our wedding ring tattoos.
Mm-hmm.
Although, honestly, for a 10-year-old black line tattoo, that's not doing too bad.
Not at all.
Oh.
I
I have a thimble and Toot has an acorn. It's
very cute.
Yeah, it's a Peter Pan reference.
Hmm.
Yeah.
The 3K project. Oof.
Yeah, 3K for I think we've put about a third of that already into Toot's sleeve. Yeah, quarter stitch, especially for being on a hand. Held up quite well. Where are you going? What are you doing? Where is she?
Yeah, that knot was super annoying, Charles, because I like actually put the needle through part of like a buried flaw, so that's why it wasn't coming out. So I had to unthread the needle.
I was trying to delete what Early has been typing in chat and hit enter instead.
Really speaks, indeed.
Early's manifesto begins.
To the 3K, that's a whole PC. Indeed.
Right? Think of all the coffee you could buy with that.
True.
I think a lot of people who don't have tattoos or who aren't tattoo people underestimate the cost of getting them done well. It's one of those things where like you can either get them done cheap or you can get them done well, but you can't do both.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like around Montreal, probably like the cheapest hourly rate you would find would be 130.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So it really depends on like what you're getting tattooed, obviously, but most tattoos of like this was about an hour and a half, so it was about $200 piece. While the kitty cat summoning circle that I had was a 6 hours tattoo, so that goes up quite fast.
Yeah. Hi back, I'm Dad. Toot says, think of all the new headphones Commander could buy with that.
My cheap ones versus good ones are obvious. Yeah. Welcome back, Cryptic. Hi, my walls. Have you seen my friend Toot? So either tattoo from Wish quality versus good quality, pretty much, yeah. And like it's unfortunate because like, I mean, obviously like there's all kinds of people, right? But like, you wouldn't really want to cheap out on somebody that's like permanently inking your skin while creating open wounds on you, because that could go wrong in two very different ways.
Oh yeah.
Like,
oh yeah.
It's a very like it's a process that needs to be super sanitary for you to be healthy following the process. And you also would ideally like to enjoy the art, right? So
yeah. Toot murdered Mander. British just says, I also find the artist's personal style really influences the design I want. Absolutely, yeah. Our artist, Silly Goose Tattoo, out of Burlington. Amazing artist. They did this one. This one was for they were doing a fundraiser for their cat. So this one was only 150. And it was like a flash day or something like that. They did this one for me. This one for me. The Dumbo. And then this one was actually my first tattoo, but it was just the bear outline. And it was super faded, so Sam actually colored it in, added the Big Dipper constellation, and then worked it in with the Dumbo.
Aww. Toot says, Moon, I moved to a different country on a whim. You don't know what I'd let happen.
Thanks, Quarter Stitch. And yes, Cryptic understands the Wish analogy because they are Timu Tom. Yeah, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tattoos.
I thought you had more than that.
I mean, you can kind of count this one as 2. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I have 6.
I also have 6. We matching.
Yeah. I have one that's like behind my ear, but never again. It was a terrible experience. But it's a cute tattoo and I like it.
Like the experience with the tattoo artist, or
yeah,
like getting tattooed in that spot? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, that spot, like, it didn't hurt very much, but it sounded awful because it's right behind your ear, right?
Yep.
Oh, no, 7. Yeah, Toot said, what about the tattoo you got with another they, them? Yep, 7. No, Mike, we are not only counting visible tattoos. But I love that you specified. I met my best friend when I was 6 and they were 7. No, when I was 7 and they were 8. We met at summer camp. We have been best friends ever since then. So we got matching tattoos to celebrate like 20 years of friendship.
Aww.
It was over 10 years ago. So we are we're joking that next time we get together, we need to go to a tattoo shop just to add, because it has like a little like XX in it. We just need to go to a tattoo shop just to add another X.
And another X. False even Commander a year ago. Aww.
Okay, well, Commander's another half of my brain cell. It's fine. Me being Commander at a McDonald's or something. It's okay. I still need to make that pattern so we can, maybe I'll do that before you guys come over. And then Commander and I can do that as a round robin.
That would be fun.
I started it. Did I show you that I started it?
I don't think so.
I designed a little tiny Commander.
Aw. 20 years of friendship is almost as old as me. Oh no, oh fury.
THXXX, more DH after dark. Can you believe I used to like stream at night? Can you believe I used to stream completely unmedicated? I can't believe I did anything completely unmedicated. Can you believe I used to stream horror games unmedicated? And by horror games, I mean a single horror game. Those are some of my most popular YouTube videos, is the Dredge videos. I still get like, every time I go and check my analytics, it's like, this Dredge video from 3 years ago got 48 views this week. It's like, why? I have people asking questions like, oh, I think I soft locked this. How do I fix it? I'm like, I don't know.
Also, Mouse says, I have no tattoos, but my sister has a few, and her first one was on the top of her foot. Oof. She went hard. I said, go hard or go home, and your sister shows pain. Because the feet are known to be a very painful part to tattoo. Because it's basically just bones and nerves. There's nothing between the skin and what's underneath.
Toot got their elbow pit tattooed, and apparently that was pretty brutal.
Yeah, it's also like the knee pits and the elbow pits are also apparently really awful.
Hey Moon.
Yeah?
Did you realize that it's 3 minutes to 10?
I didn't.
And we were gonna wrap at 10?
Are we still wrapping at 10?
Yes, we are still wrapping at 10. I mean, I need to. If you want to keep streaming, feel free.
I will likely wrap it as well.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to like rush you or anything. I'm just like, oh.
No, time. No, it's okay. How did you come along your Mill Hill?
My Mill Hill's doing good. I got 2 colors
Oh my
done.
god, wow, you did so much progress.
Yeah, well, I didn't have to frog anything, so
Yeah, and you have a bit of color blocking as well.
yeah, like the purple was really super easy to do. I'm still working on the purple. I have to fill out like this side of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be working on black for a while, I think. Well, a while. It's a tiny piece, but because there's gonna be all of the front of the house here, there's gonna be more on the side, and there's more black on the top of the lantern. So I'm gonna be working in black for a bit.
Nice.
But this is what I got in 3 hours.
It's gorgeous. I love.
Thank you. Mike managed to finish 19 letters of his simpler alphabet. Nice. Fury says that time is a concept, it's not real. Also true.
How much did you guys get done on your projects? Did you get a good little head start? Cheryl got 184 stitches done. Lady A's on color number 3. Nice. 300 stitches for Toot. Wow. You're afraid your self-drafted hair might look a little bit too much like the berries and cream guy? There are no mistakes. They're only happy little accidents. Happy little trees.
Fury had fun watching it being here. Thank you so much, Fury.
Good, I'm so glad, Fury. Oh god, the lights in my office just automatically turned off. My entire house is saying go to bed.
Yeah, DH just ending screen.
Oh my god, you can see it on the camera too.
Ending stream in front of just screens, no lights.
I know, this really is
after dark.
Oh my god. Alright, I'm going to switch over to my ending screen.
Alright.
But Moon,
I will let
thank
you go,
so
DH.
much for joining me. This was so much
Thank
fun.
You as well.
So if you're not already
yes.
following Moon, definitely hop over and follow Moon.
Thank you. And if you're not already following DH, make sure to hop on over and follow DH.
Thank you so much. Thanks everyone for being here. All right, Moon, I'm going to say goodnight to you, and then I'm going to say goodnight to chat, and then we'll raid out.
Perfect. And we're going to do a double raid. DH and I are going to raid to the same person, so
yep.
You guys will be able to keep hanging out as communities in their chat too.
Yeah. Alrighty. Okay, good night.
Bye-bye, DH. Good night.
All right. This was a really fun stream. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I had a really great time. I don't usually do two talking streams in one weekend, but I'm glad I made this exception. So I'm going to be back tomorrow afternoon for co-working. I may also be back tomorrow morning as Truck Princess again. Toot is going to be streaming Phasmophobia. I'm doing one more shout out for Toot. They're going to be streaming Phasmophobia. Drops will be on, so if you play Phas, you can hang out with Toot and get them drops. Yeah. There is no new Misfit Forest Fall clue this week. It is a rest week, so take super easy, super easy. And I'll see you in the streams. Okay, I think that is it for me. Just gonna put up the raid message there. So don't forget to grab your raid message, and we are gonna head on out. All right, my friends, I will see you in the Discord server. I'll see you in the coffee shop. I will see you in the tattoo parlor, apparently. But most importantly, my friends, I will see you in my heart. All right. Bye, guys. Bye-bye.